Hey Lego fans! For this week's release we have a duo of smaller sets with the 1979 Porsche 911 Turbo 3.0 kit number 75893 at 180 pieces, and the Ferrari F8 Tributo kit number 76895 at 275 pieces. Both being great little toy cars that are fun to play with, good additions to Lego City, looking great as part of my Speed Champions collection, and I'm definitely looking forward to all of that. So let's get these sets unboxed, get these built, so we can have a closer look at these two sports cars. Having completed all the double feature Speed Champion sets that LEGO currently has available, it's now time to start breaking into the individual kits. Here we have one classic Porsche with its well-rounded design and smooth curves throughout, and one modern Ferrari with a much more aggressive stance and a sharp angular design from bumper to bumper. Starting with the Porsche, this is a relatively small build at being only 6 studs wide, and comes in a classic white with black detailing on the rear spoiler and a little black racing stripe along the bottom edge following almost the entire contour of the vehicle, from the back bumper, along the sides, all the way up to the front. At the front center of the hood, we've got the highly recognizable Porsche logo, which is flanked on either side by those iconic Porsche 911 headlights. Coming down the side, we see that this little guy doesn't have any side view mirrors, which I find to be a little bit disappointing, but not a big deal. The back windshield is made up of two well-aligned stickers, which are situated just in front of the large rear spoiler that's mounted above the wide red taillight that spans from one side of the car to the other, and on the bottom left-hand corner, one tiny little exhaust pipe. Popping open the roof reveals a pretty small little interior, with room for one driver, a steering wheel, and nothing else in there, because there just isn't any space. And now for the Ferrari, which is a good 33% wider, being an 8-stud build, comes in a flashy red paint job, as we expect from many high-end sports cars, and like the Porsche, also has black detailing throughout. Having a very wide front hood, with low-profile headlights on either side, an air intake right in the center between them, the Ferrari logo just in front of that, and just down the front, another large air intake. Along each side, just in front of the side view mirrors, we have another very tiny Ferrari logo, which I'm very pleased and somewhat surprised to say is actually a printed piece and not a sticker. At the back end, sandwiching the rear windshield, we have another set of air intakes, which to me means that this car has a serious engine that needs a lot of cooling. All the way in the back, we've got the little spoiler, Ferrari Stallion just beneath that, which is flanked on the other side by a pair of taillights, and all the way in the bottom, a pair of exhausts. Popping up in the roof, we can see that the Ferrari has a roomier interior, with room for 2 minifigs and a small center console right between them. As to the minifigures, each set comes with one, each one looking very happy, which I definitely would be if I had such a sweet ride, both having racing helmets, zip-up jackets, and a shirt underneath that clearly shows the logo of the sports car of their choosing. Having built a number of the 2-vehicle Speed Champion sets, there are certain things I've come to expect from the series. First, and most importantly, they make great toy cars. Secondly, they display very well, especially in a group. Third, they come with what seems to me like an excessive number of stickers. And finally, they usually come with an accessory, a little starting gate or something, which normally I find to be a little bit useless and kind of feels to me like it was added just to pad the parts count. And these two check most of those boxes. First off, they are most definitely great toy cars. Whether it's the wider Ferrari or the narrower Porsche, both feel great in my hands, roll around at the greatest ease, and can take a little bit of punishment. So full marks achieved here. As to display, they're cute on their own, look great in a collection, and make a great addition to a Lego city. So, again, full marks achieved. As to the stickers, I find that each of these came with roughly half the number of decals of the other Speed Champion cars I've assembled. And on top of that, the Ferrari actually came with 4 printed bricks, which I've never seen in any other Speed Champion sets before. So, I'd say this one scores well above the others, because the stickers, in my opinion, are a little bit annoying. And as to the accessory that I generally find to be pointless, the Ferrari comes with none, so I think that's pretty great. And the Porsche just has 3 little pylons, which are a perfect example of a pointless accessory. But at least it's only 6 pieces. Finally, as to parts to reuse, the Porsche itself actually doesn't have anything of interest. But the Ferrari does have a few little pieces in the terms of this nice wide cockpit glass, and the 2 little printed Ferrari pieces, which I find to be kind of appealing. So that's not too bad. But overall, there's nothing to write home about in either of these cases. So, for my concluding thoughts, I think that these two, like the other Speed Champion sets out there, are pretty great. A great series, that's great to play with, nice for display, and is inexpensive to collect. But I would have to rank these probably a little bit higher than most, because they're both much lighter on the stickers. Neither one has those annoying 3 sticker sequences to apply, and neither one has accessories to pad the part count, so a better bang for the buck. But whether you get these or some other from the series, these sweet yet simple sets will deliver exactly what's promised, and I'm sure will not disappoint.